Welcome to AGORACOM, the small cap epicenter, and AGORACOM TV, a daily, fast-paced, edgy show bringing the best press release out of the small cap space every morning at the open, so you can hopefully profit from them and maybe find your next great small cap investments. Monday, August the 30th, we're getting into Labor Day weekend, so we expect the news to get slow. But today, I've got 3 great press releases for you and half a dozen stock halts on the TSX Venture Exchange. So a lot of great news today. Keep up with me. First, out of China, love this news. China Advanced Construction Materials, that's a NASDAQ, CADC, former client of AGORACOM. Don't have any interest in them right now as far as financial interest, but still believe it's a great company. They put out their preliminary Q4 numbers. If you don't know the company, they're a provider of ready-mix concrete and related technical services in China, mainly for large-scale, high-speed rail and other complex infrastructure projects. To give you an example of the kind of projects they've won, the high-profile projects they've won in the past couple of years, it includes a 30,000-kilometer high-speed rail expansion in China, the Olympic Stadium Bird's Nest, the Beijing International Airport, and the U.S. and French Embassy. So this is a serious company with great products. It's getting great market acceptance. Here are the highlights. The company says they're expecting, remember these are preliminary, so you're going to get the full numbers, audited numbers in September, but they're expecting revenue of $30 to $31 million. That would be double their number last year in fourth quarter of $14.5 million. Adjusted net income, this is non-GAAP. They expect to come in between $5.1 and $5.5 million. That equates to about 28 to 30 cents a share, so somewhere there. Now, even if you take the low side of that number, if you take 28 cents per share, the company looks like it's going to do about $1.15, $1.16, $1.12 to $1.15 in earnings per share for the year if you extrapolate that, and this company has a track record, so we can easily say that. That's amazing. We consider the fact that the company closed on Friday at $3.40. So you've got a company trading at 3 times earnings for all intents and purposes, with great top line growth. Now, their bottom line didn't grow on an earnings per share basis. Nonetheless, though, solid numbers to invest in. This may be a case of a company that's come off its heat is high. It's really heated high. 52-week high, $8.50. Now trading at $3.40, 52-week low, $3.10. So this may be a good time to get to China ACM. It's not the sexiest play. It's not the fastest growing play out of China, but really solid numbers you can bank on if you accumulate this slowly over the next 3 or 4 quarters. I like the company. Go do your own due diligence. Next up, Sino Green Land Corp trades on the OTC under SGLAE. They put out their second quarter number. This is a distributor of high-end fruits and green foods in China. Sales up 36.7% to just under $30 million. Gross profit 28.5% to $2.8 million. GAAP net income $3.9 million or 2 cents per share. Now that's important because, again, using our extrapolation model, if they can maintain that for 4 quarters, you're talking about a company that can do 8 cents per share. Now, we're willing to concede the fact that they may not be able to maintain that, as long as you're willing to concede at the same time that they may actually exceed that. So let's assume that they can maintain the 2 cents per share per quarter. You're talking about 8 cents on an annualized basis. Company closed on Monday at 18 cents a share. So you're talking about a company that potentially could pick up at 2.5 times earnings right now. So definitely worth taking a look into. Moving over to Canada, Gold Canyon Resources trades on the venture under GCU. Big numbers here. They announced they intersected multiple long intersections of mineralization, including, list this number, 94 meters of 2.51 grams per ton of gold. These are holes 009 and 011 on their 100% controlled Spring Pole Gold Project. That's located in the very prolific, that's my addition there, Red Lake Mining District of Ontario. If you know mining, you know Red Lake, great place to be. Results include the headline number I gave you. In addition to that, you got 36 meters, 1.58 grams per ton of gold, 164 meters, 1.02 grams per ton of gold, and 77 meters at 1.7 grams per ton of gold. Great numbers. These are really good numbers. Closed on Friday, 45 cents. 52-week high, 60. 52-week low, 15 cents. So doing pretty well overall, but always go do your own due diligence. Now, let's get to a ton of stock halts here. Always important. Why? Because you may be discovering a company that's come out with real groundbreaking news. You got Elora Resources, ELO, halted at the company's request pending news. Megastar Development, MDV, halted at the company's request pending news. Not so good for Outlook Resources. OLR, failure to comply with exchange requirements. That's why it was halted. Important to know that. Crown Minerals, halted at the company's request pending news, CWM. And finally, Gold's Summit, GSM, halted at the company's request pending news. That was all before the open. You've also got Bengal Energy, BNG, halted pending news. After the open, you had Continental Gold, CNL, was halted at about 9:54, pending news. So great number of potential stories that you might want to take a look at. If you didn't get them all, just hit rewind and watch this portion again about all the stock calls. As always, quality over quantity. Great news today. Love the press releases. Love the stock calls. If you look for more great small cap information, get stuff to the front page of AGORACOM. Watch this daily show or watch it through our syndication partners on iTunes, YouTube, Google Video, whatever you prefer. 2, best headlines coming out of our sponsors over the past few days, separated by industry. And finally, get stuff into our marketplace. Dozens of companies there, great succinct descriptions, and you can divide that list. You can filter that list by industry and or exchange so you can find the ones that best suit your portfolio. That's a wrap. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.